Okay, there are some kind of hidden kind of stuffs, right? So let me explain how we're gonna handle that. But beforehand, let me just hide these x's. Now, let's say we have two diagonals, right? So like that. And we want to change the color of this diagonal. So when it's divided into exact halves, right? So the original one, let's say light green. Okay. So in general case, yeah, it's okay. But when this line AB intersect CD at this middle point, right? Then we want to change the color of it, right? And show it. Now the the easy way to do that, I think, is just let's just find the intersection points of the two lines. Okay? And E is the point. Then we need to assign new segments between C and E. Oh, no, not that one. Between C and E and D. So this new segment is named H and I, right? So H and I's are not gonna showing up for general case like this, right? So we need to put the condition for that. And the way you put condition for any object in GeoGebra is right click on the label or the object and go to object properties. Then it opens a preference for that object that you chose. How do you know? It's selected like this, or highlighted. H is selected. Then let's change the color of it, right? So let's make it red and line, make it thicker like that. And we want to show it only when this H and I's are same length, right? So that's the condition to show that object. H double equal sign and I. That's how you can put it in there, hit enter, then automatically it change whether H is equal to I, right? So that's the condition. Now you see that radio button for H is changed white, which means what? H is hidden because at this moment H and I is a different length, right? And we want to do the same thing for I, right? Then you can put the same condition, H is I, right? But if you don't know how to make that symbols, then there are some choices, right? Whether H is equal to I or not, right? And don't forget to hit enter. Then whether H and I's are same, right? Oh, they must be same, right? Sorry. So in that case, is equal to, yeah, whether they are same. Okay. Question mark. And I hit enter. H and question mark I, hit enter, right? So this is also disappeared. Okay. So in general case, in general case, you don't have it, right? Now, another problem here is it's very difficult to make that E is the middle points of C and D, right? Because C and D and AB is 3 points, right? So that's why in my file, the movements of points are really weird, right? It looks like they are jumping around. And the reason is to make sure that to get the case that E becomes the middle points, right? So to make that way, go to sorry, graphics, and do not select any object, right? Just in neutral case and go to graphics. There are several choices. Then the last one is kind of magnetic, so it's automatic. Means what? You make all the movements of objects free, but you can select the fixed grid. Then when you try to move your points, can you see that? It's not really freely moving ones. It's just only snap into certain parts, right? That's the grid points. So let me make the grid points and look at here. Just try to move your points. They are only landing on the grid points. So by that way, it's easy to get the middle points. Can you see that? Now here, right? So now E becomes the middle points of C and D, right? So by that way, H and I appears, right? And we want that the original diagonal disappear by that, right? So how can you do that? Let's go to right click on it and object, and HI appears. So let's change the color of I, red, and G is the original one. And for H and I, only show when H equals I, right? Good. And G is always showing by that way, right? So we want let it disappear when H is equal to I, right? As a length, right? So H is not, we want to show G, right? This is the condition to show that object G. So when we're going to see that, when H is not equal to I, right? So H is not equal to I. Hit enter. So look at here, right now G is not showing because H and I is the same right now. But for the other cases, G appears. That's how you show that cases. And for H and I, always they are same, right? Whenever they appear. So you can assign that style, okay? The line style and decoration, right? So you can select that one for both, right? Okay, so whenever it shows, you can see that. If it's not, then G is the one only you see. So I think this answers your question.